Well, folks, you can be damned if you do and damned if you don't. And that's the case in the case of Valentina Shevchenko. You can be damned if you do, and you can definitely be damned if you don't. Well, Valentina's own promoter, it's kind of strange how, he's trying to build this fight with Jessica and Valentina. And I know that, Dana's a businessman. He's a businessman, and he's got to, build the fight. He's got to do that. But I also think that Dana can build this fight without making it seem like that Valentina have been fighting safe fights, that she takes it easy on her opponents. And it's laughable. The whole thing is laughable because when Valentina head kicked, Jessica people were pretty much saying that, hey, that's the most dangerous woman, to ever sit at the top of the 125-pound throne. Okay? She's unstoppable. I remember Dana White saying that there's nobody's going to beat her. Okay? So now after seeing Jessica Andrade deliver a body shot to Caitlin Chikagian, now all of a sudden Jessica Andrade can defeat the Bullet. Valentina's damned if she do and damned if she don't. Okay? People want Valentina to be tested. Okay? People want her to be tested. But I know as soon as Valentina's tested, oh, man, she got all these holes in her game. Well, the thing of it is, man, that you have to be skillful enough to take advantage of any hole that you have in mixed martial arts. Skill is everything. Strength is some of the things. Athleticism is some of the things. But skill, that's 80%. And if you want to put skill in IQ, because having ring IQ is also skill, okay? My thing with Jessica Andrade, okay? Jessica Andrade is athletic. She's very, very strong. She's very powerful. But Jessica Andrade don't have ring IQ. It's not there. And maybe over time she'll get it, but some people, they just don't have it. They just don't have it. Because sometimes when you watch a Jessica Andrade fight, you're shaking your head as, why does she do that? But not everybody has ring IQ. Valentina might not be as athletic as Jessica, but she's damn sure more skillful. That nobody's going to question. Nobody's going to question that. But I think the problem with this whole situation is I think that people, they want to see Valentina lose. They really do. They want to see her lose. They don't want to see her win. Because, see, there's this air of invincibility that Valentina has built around herself at 125 pounds. And you have people that just legit want to see that evaporate. See, there are a couple of things that go into play. And see, tonight, I got a video that I'm going to push out. And it's a film study video. Okay, and you guys are going to enjoy it, I hope. It's a film study video on what Jessica Andrade, Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade, they shared two opponents. And I'm going to show you what Jessica did to those same two opponents, right? And what Valentina did to those same two opponents. Why Jessica lost to those same two opponents, and why Valentina beat those same two opponents. There's a reason why. Okay, there's an absolute reason why Valentina can beat the same opponents that Jessica can't beat. Have y'all ever thought about that? Like, do people ever dig into WMMA resumes? I'm talking about deep digging. And I'm not saying just look at the records. I'm talking about actually go watch the fights. Like, what happened in these fights, for Valentina to win these fights? And what happened in these fights where Jessica would lose these fights? You see, I'm here to really mess up any kind of hope that these Valentina Shevchenko haters try to have. I'm here to mess that up. Because I don't think that this woman, as hard as she works, I don't think that she deserves to be put down in the media, and definitely put down by her own promoter. I don't care if he's using that to sell tickets, okay? I don't think she deserved that. This woman, she didn't grow up with a damn silver spoon in her mouth, okay? Valentina had everything that she got. She worked her ass off to get these things. It's not like she sat around and somebody just gave her this, gave her victories, gave her wins. Nobody gave Valentina Shevchenko anything. Everything that this woman has gained in her life, in this life, she's had to work, and she earned it the hard way. And I think that Dana White's not doing her any justice. I think Dana White's not doing any. And look, this your top star. This is one of your top stars in your company right now. One of your biggest pay-per-view draws in your company right now. Nah, I don't think that her brand deserves to be tarnished because, you want to sell some tickets. Okay, cool. That's a better way. The fact that Valentina is a draw already, people are going to see. You can build up the threat of Jessica Andrade, but to detract to what Valentina has done or would do, like was she fought a safe fight against Jennifer Maya? I mean, are you serious? What is Jessica going to do? Now, one thing I will agree with, Jessica Andrade is going to push her pace, and she's going to force Valentina to get her volume up. Okay, but Valentina is going to be able to hit Jessica at will. Watch what I tell y'all. She's going to be able to hit Jessica Andrade at will, and I'm talking about over and over and over and over. Okay, Jessica's going to try to rush in. Valentina is going to rotate her hip back to the center of the octagon, and she's going to take an angle and counter Jessica on the way out. Guys, this is what's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you, y'all think Jessica Andrade finna put the pressure on Valentina? Valentina going to bag up Jessica Andrade. And I'm going to tell y'all, when it happened, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to tell you I told you guys so. I'm going to say I told you so. You see, I'm riding with my fighter, okay? I'm biased, but I'm balanced. Okay, but I'm going to show you why Valentina wins certain fights that Jessica Andrade would lose. Why? What does Jessica do that Valentina doesn't do? Okay, that causes her to lose these fights. I'm going to break it down to you. Because, see, I want to put the nail in the coffin to any of these Valentina haters. Any of them, okay? I'm going to put the nail in the coffin. I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to close that casket shut as I bury you with facts. Okay, I think it's utterly ridiculous, okay? That now the hype, Valentina could lose. I mean, what do you think Jessica Andrade will do? What do you think Jessica's going to do? Well, what do you think? What do you think Jessica's going to do? Okay, what do you really think that Jessica's going to do? I mean, and you got so many people, and you even got like analysts, man. Well, Jessica's very strong, and her takedowns are very fierce, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. It is what it is. So people have this theory that Jessica is going to pick Valentina up, slam Valentina to the ground, and end the fight. Okay. There you go. Valentina is a fighter that you have to kill Valentina in order to beat her. I just want y'all to know that. Okay? Jessica Andrade will have to kill Valentina for her to quit. Okay? She's going to have to die. And she's a warrior. She's that kind of warrior. She don't want the fight stopped. Okay, she's going to go in there and she's going to fight to the death. But she's going to try to kill. Look, Valentina don't have no emotion. She don't care. Okay? She don't care about the person in front of her because the person in front of her, in her mind, Valentina's brain, and I'm going to tell you how she thinks. In her mind, she's looking at the person as an enemy when they're in that octagon. And that person has a job, and that job is to take you out. That job is to end your career and take what you got. Okay? You think Valentina fought on these cheap, Muay Thai circuits? You think she did all that? Okay, making little to no money, little to no fame. It took Valentina 22 years to get a belt, a legit belt in mixed martial arts. It took her 22 years. 22. You know how long it took Valentina to get a title shot? It took her 20 years in the sport of MMA to get a title shot. I want y'all to let that sink in when you got all these Johnny-come-lately fighters that they don't want to put in that groundwork. See, the groundwork been laid. Jessica Andrade got a lot of groundwork that she ain't laid yet. Oh, Jessica got a lot of groundwork. You see, the problem with Jessica, and people might say, man, you hating on Jessica. So, I don't care what you say. Problem with Jessica is Jessica hadn't taken the time to put the groundwork and get the fundamentals right. See, that's the problem. And any mistake against the bullet, you got to pay. Any mistake that you make against the bullet, you got to pay. Jessica ain't learned those ground rules yet. She haven't learned the ground stuff. A fight, Jessica is still doing simple stuff. Very simple stuff, like not cutting off the octagon. Guys, that's a skill set that you learn when you first learn how to strike. That's the first thing you teach somebody is how to cut off the octagon. Okay, you teach them a jab, maybe, but you teach them how to cut off the octagon. Why? Why is Jessica, with all the years of experience she got in mixed martial arts, why is she still deficient in that area? Why? There are a lot of things. Jab placement. Jessica don't place a jab in the right spot against certain opponents. Do you know if Jessica Andrade had an effective jab? Do you know that she could have won the Bojangles fight? Like if Jessica Andrade knew how to utilize a jab, I'm talking about utilize it to perfection. Jessica Andrade would be damn near undefeated right now. But see, the thing of it is, man, is people, they only want to look at Jessica's power. That's it. They just want to look at the power of Jessica Andrade. But see, nobody want to talk about the technicality. Like, why does this girl get beat in major fights? Why? Why does she get beat in major fights? See, I told y'all, Jessica will beat most of the decent fighters that she's faced up against. And there are a lot of good, decent fighters. They're good. But see, when you start talking elite, I'm talking about elite fighters, y'all notice Jessica Andrade, she can't win those fights. And that's because her skill set is not elite. Her athleticism, her power, her athleticism and power, that's very elite. But her skill set and her octagon IQ isn't elite level. It's not. And I guarantee you, any smart fighter, any fighter with any octagon IQ, they're going to beat Jessica Andrade. These elite level fighters, they beat Andrade because they understand how the game works. Jessica only knows one thing. That's smash and crash. That's it. That's all she knows. If she can't maul you to death, then Jessica will stand back and she'll try to pick you up and slam you to death. Okay, those are the modalities when you fight Andrade. I mean, have y'all noticed why Jessica Andrade couldn't get Angela Hill out of there? Y'all notice? I mean, have anybody ever thought, why couldn't Jessica get Angela Hill? And I'm going to tell you, it's only one reason why she couldn't get rid of Angela Hill. Jessica Andrade does not know how to cut off the octagon. Go watch the fight. Watch how she followed Angela Hill around. Now, she won the fight. She managed to get Angela Hill against the cage. But I'm saying, you let Angela Hill get out of your fingertips because you don't know how to cut off the octagon. Jessica don't know. And that right there cost her a finish. It cost her a finish, straight up. Tisha Torres. Okay, damn near the same thing. These little speedy fighters, Jessica don't know how to cut the octagon off. Guys, I'm telling y'all, with Jessica Andrade, that problem is serious. It's real serious. And I promise you that's cost her. I can show you fights where it's cost her the fight. Definitely in the Joanna fight, that cost her the fight. Or things like, with Jessica Andrade, she needed to learn how to switch to southpaw. Because, in the Joanna fight, if Jessica could have been a southpaw and throw power from the left hand, she could have caught Joanna because Joanna can't see strikes coming. But see, there are a lot of things that Jessica don't know. And probably her team don't even know because I don't even think they research their opponents. I don't think they do a good job of researching opponents. What are their tendencies? I bet you what, I guarantee you that Pavel Fedotov, he's going to be more prepared for Jessica than Jessica will be prepared for Valentina. I promise you. He's going to know every single thing that Jessica do wrong. He going to know it. And then you know what he going to do? You know what Pavel going to do? He's going to have Valentina exploit every weakness of Jessica Andrade. Every weakness. What do you think she did to Jennifer Maia? And I'm going to tell you what was crazy, man. Y'all know how Valentina been getting bold lately, like in her fights? Like she'll go and fight you at your strong point. Like she'll take it right to you. When she fought Holly Holm, she stood with Holly Holm. When she fought Amanda Nunes, she mixed it up. And she actually took Amanda to the ground in that first fight and fought her in that world. Amanda Nunes, hey, jiu-jitsu is her world. That's Amanda Nunes' world. Valentina went down there with her. Okay? She went to Jennifer Maia world. She went to Caitlin Chikagian world. Okay? She went to Jessica I world. Because Jessica talking about she's this elite level boxer that Valentina ain't never seen hands like hers. So what did Valentina do? What did she do? She went right to Jessica world and knocked her smooth out. I promise y'all, Pavel has a plan. I promise you. He's going to know every weakness on Jessica Andrade. Every weakness. And they're going to exploit the hell out of it. Just you watch.